So here we are. This is my departure from Kanagawa. I have 4,000 yen in my wallet and about 1,500 on my transit card. That's it. We're gonna see how long I can go. We are literally thousands of dollars in debt as a result of being in Tokyo. And on the 23rd, one of our rooms expired for the month. So either we could pay around $500 so I could stay there for, you know, the 2.5, 3 weeks until we left Tokyo, or I could instead pay around $10 a night to rove around Tokyo and sleep in internet cafes.
That is sacrificing just about every comfort that a human being can have so that we don't lose money as fast as we've been losing it.
This is weeks of insanity on Matt's part. We see him every other day to every third day, and he's got to do this for a lot longer than I could imagine would possibly be fun.
This isn't safe. It's not safe. And you don't do things like this because they're safe. You don't do things like this thinking, well, if it messes up, I'll be fine. You do things like this because it's a real risk, because you put your reputation on the line, you throw all of your money into it, you leave security, a job, a family, and sometimes, you know, with every risk, there's a possibility of failure. And I think in Tokyo, we've failed pretty badly.
This is what I'll be living out of for the next 3 weeks. We have the clothes currently on my person, my phone and phone charger, and my computer And then I have all my toiletries. The most important item here, well, clearly is this. But some vitamins, because my nutrition level is about to take a nosedive. I figure at the very least, this will make Tokyo very, very memorable experience for Manchuria.
Can you put it on your back still?
Yeah.
Wow.
Here you go.
Uh-huh.
What do you think about this, Brian?
I don't know, man. What does any rational person think about this plan? How many days? How many days are you gonna make it? All the way?
Till we leave.
How many days? 20 days.
It's just kind of an adventure. Like, this isn't something that we just like a crackpot mad idea. People live this way. There's a whole like class of people that technically have part-time jobs, so they're not jobless, but they don't make enough to actually afford housing in Tokyo.
At our peak working here, we got, I think collectively, maybe 20 hours of tutoring, and that is not even close to enough to sustain ourselves here. The only person who got close, actually Matt, got to the point where he could sustain himself. He was making as much as he was spending, but that's because he's homeless.
At the moment, I have 3 ways of finding housing. First is just wandering around. That's exactly how I found this. Wandering around, see a little frog dude, says something about an internet. Bam! Housing for the night. Also, wandering and saying to people, Interneto cafe, manga kissa cafe. And third is just friends who can search on their phones for local internet cafes. That's been a super big help. It's not something I can do. I hope this whispering is loud enough. This place is so heavily watched. It's loud, but you feel like everyone is listening to you. Everyone is listening. This is my dinner. Bag of tofu, lots of nutrition. Only 100 yen. Piping hot mango drink. Voila, mango tofu soup.
One of Matt's other tactics to survival is to eat things that I have trouble picturing myself eating. Maybe for one meal, maybe if I was being paid, maybe on some kind of bet or dare, maybe if I was in a prison camp, but certainly not over weeks and weeks. He takes a big old Tupperware box and fills it full of mostly cooked rice, and then he puts in some mochi, which is this just terrible, disgusting rice powder that's made into these little balls, and he'll just pour protein powder and stuff over them. I don't know. Apparently it's cheap and keeps you going, but Jesus Christ, I'm so glad I don't have to eat that every day.
One of the things that's actually been the hardest has been the stares. People stare at me like I'm so out of place. I guess I really do look homeless. Like a lot of people are not happy in my presence. There's something exciting about this kind of lifestyle. Maybe it's just because Kanagawa was so fucking boring. So monotonous. This is the opposite of monotonous. I'm honestly staggered the number of hours I haven't slept. I'm still doing alright. I think just excitement. Too young to hop on a crowded subway every day in a suit, roll into your office. I guess when you do take risks, you get to stand on the other side of the subway and watch those people. I guess you get to be homeless and headed somewhere at 7 in the morning that's not to an office. Maybe that's not so compelling.